Yo, same time toys one more time, guys. All right, so big shout out to my man Kenzo. If you're not watching Kenzo on Wednesday nights, you better be watching the Backyard Battlefield. That's your only excuse. And I do believe Kenzo's still doing the Punk's Pit, all that good stuff. I could be completely wrong. It's been a minute. I don't get to stay up late and watch these shows anymore. But Kenzo, you're the man, because I might have 4 or 5 Rosses around me, but I couldn't find these guys anywhere. I made an offhanded comment. Yo, can you grab these for me? And you know, it was what it was. He could have absolutely said no, no big deal, but my man said yes. So the first of 2 videos, this guy, Count Nefaria. He has a blurb, old man glasses. Let's see if I can't, there we go. A wealthy nobleman and leader of international crime family. That's the Mafia. And he was the leader of the European branch before coming to New York City. Count Nefaria launches attacks aimed to take down Iron Man and the Avengers. As I recall, he was just after the Avengers. Iron Man just happened to be part of the Avengers at the time. But we're going to do what we normally do around here. We're going to try to get these done so I can get out of this garage. But we're going to spin that around. We're going to spin this around. And we're going to do something that I really like to talk about. I'm going to talk about the Avengers, villains, and toys. Hang out. We'll be right back. Peace! Oh yeah, completely forgot. How about we do this? Front of the package. I love these retro cars because you see everything. And this Iron Man, that's what Iron Man was back in the day. The toys, I mean, just amazing. Even the back of the package is basically the same. There's your blurb. Now, you know what, hold on. I just took old man glasses, you know, what the hell. Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 effing languages. Okay, look, I get it, but come on. There's your attention, do not eat, swallow, you will choke, you will on these parts, and your barcode. But yes, these were, and oh my God, how many times I almost spent 25 bucks on this toy and I put it down going, nope, nope. I want this figure so bad, but no, I'm not gonna do it. Something told this guy, don't pull the trigger. $9.99 at Ross. If you were lucky enough to find them, hopefully you picked them up, because I didn't find them, but I knew a dude who did. All right, so I'm gonna spin this around, open this guy up, put him on the plate, and all right, guys, there he is, Count Nefaria. What can I say? Avengers 13, Avengers 165, 166, and a smattering of X-Men comics, to say the least. He is the byproduct of Professor Sturdy, who is the right arm to Baron Zemo back in the 40s. He took the powers of Power Man, not our Power Man, but Power Man, the Living Laser, and Molten Man? Shit. Living Laser, yeah, alright, so, yeah. So basically, they supercharged these villains, increased their power. Now, they knew that their power was getting increased. They did not know their power was being sucked out and put into this guy right here. He was in Avengers 13, he had a plot with the MAGA. He was the leader of the MAGA, which is Marvel's version of the Mafia. Now, he put a plan in effect to where somehow the Avengers got knocked out. They woke up. They were basically public enemy number one. The world hated them. And that's how that story went. They had to figure it out, blah, blah, blah. Whoop-de-wop, wop. Now, progressing, he gets these powers in Avengers 165. Now, this Professor Sturdy is the guy that figured out how to give Wonder Man his powers. So this guy's no joke. He gives Nefaria these powers, and whoop-de-wop-wop, he is stronger than all the Avengers put together. He is a smart mofo, so he doesn't screw up using his powers. He actually took probably not his most powerful punches, but he took two really good shots from Thor on the chin, took them, no worries. Got smacked in the chest with Thor's hammer. That didn't even slow him down. The man dropped a building on the Avengers. Wonder Man did his best to save him. Yeah, no, he had it. He was cooking. And then the Professor came out. Nefaria was like, "Oh, you're the only one that knows my secret. You gotta die." And he went to kill the Professor, and the Professor told him, "Hey, you stupid fuck. I tricked you. You're aging at an accelerated rate. Within 2 days, you'll have a heart attack and die. Every 10 minutes is an hour. Every day is 10 years, 20 years, something like that." It was crazy shit. But he had just killed the Professor. The Professor told him that, and Nefaria lost it. Thor outstretched a hand, said, "Hey, maybe we can help." And he said, "Get the hell away from me," and commenced to destroying the city. How he lived, I do not know. I think the Beast had a hand in saving his life. I never really read the X-Men books with him in it. And I am almost positive this is the guy they turned into Gravitron. During the breakout, he was a big deal. And, well, yeah, that's how that worked. But I'm about out of lore on this guy, so let's show you what he's got. So he's got two punching hands that come with him. Good flight hands, good punching hands. You need these if you're going to beat up the Avengers. So I take this stand off. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the cape. Okay, great cape. Reminds me of Doctor Strange's cape, but this thing is not as pliable as you would think it was, and as much as you would like it to be. But this guy, this is a great buck. Great use of paint apps, but he looks up because he flies. Look at that. He's got almost a good flying head. He looks down, way down, looks down upon his victims. Ha ha ha. He does have a giggity. I love the giggity. And can do an exorcist. So, get the shoulders going the right way here. Got a really good T-pose, as you can, well, it looks better in person, I guess. Spins at the shoulder, spins at the bicep, double pinless, and has the herkity jerkity, as you can see. I do love these. Let me get this here. There we go. I do love these splayed out hands. You can use them for grabbing. You can use them for face palming. All that good stuff. And he's got a really good butterfly. But then again, Hasbro, when it comes to Marvel Legends, they have good butterflies. I mean, if the Joes could get them, that would be amazing, guys. There is his ab flex. Looks like he takes a pretty good punch there. He does spin at the waist. It's underneath the N belt, I guess. Captain N and the N team, if you know that. If you know that reference, you're old. Got a 7.5, 7.8, pretty good kick on the old man. Get his legs straight out. He's got a nice thigh cut. Double pinless knees. I love it. I love it. And a boot cut, which is a little awkward, but I love boot cuts. What can I say? Great heel toe. He does have holes in the bottom of his feet so he can be stood on a stand, which is awesome. And he's got this fruity little tie for his cape. Yeah, guys. So that's Count Nefaria. The dude's a badass. He's a powerhouse. He's got a hole in his back to hold onto the cape. Or so the cape holds onto him, I should say. I better put him on a stand because the cape makes him back heavy. But yeah, guys, that's him. And he is a bad mofo. Hush your mouth. I'm just talking about Nefaria. But yeah, guys, all the way back in Avengers 13. I mean, just doesn't get much more old school than that. And he has been a force to be reckoned with every so often, all the way up into modern times. He was even in the Armored Adventures of Iron Man. Yes, that crappy kids cartoon. Not the good one. Not the retro one. But yeah, that crappy one. It is what it is, but he's made it. So yeah, guys, I love his gloves, because he does not have a glove twist, so I wanted to check that out before I left you, and I felt stupid that I didn't show you that, but it's not there, so don't worry about it. Yeah, guys, so till the next episode. If you're watching this Saturday coming, Smoking Joe's Saturday 6 o'clock live, Tony Legend Series, Woody 222, Just Jeff, myself, we are talking play motion, and we have some really great examples. I talked to some people on the internets, that are allowing me to use their videos. So it's going to be a great time, guys. All right, come join us, kick back, fire it up, or push the smoke away and enjoy. But yeah, guys, until then, see ya!